The AEW Unmatched figures are leaps and bounds better than the Unrivaled figures. But hear me out. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am going to talk about one of my main issues with the AEW figures today, and that is the inconsistency in face scans and skin tones, mainly skin tones. So I have a couple Mattel figures here, the WWE line, to show you kind of what I'm talking about. So you see here, you have the new Ultimate Brock Lesnar, which is like one of their main skin tones for, I guess you could say, just white men. And then the Scott Dawson Dax Harwood figure is the other skin tone. You mainly find this on all your Daniel Bryans and all the stuff that people use for customs. This is on your Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins, figures like that. So 99% of the time, it is within this range here, these two figures. Unless you have Jack Gallagher, Aiden English, Sheamus, just pasty white, and they have to do a different skin tone. Or you lean into the more Latino characters that have a certain skin tone, and then you go darker from there. But for the most part, 99% of the time, it's these two skin tones here. And everybody's content with these because there is such just a universal element to it. You can use a lot of figures for customs, and it's not too big of an issue. The same can't be said for the AEW figures, especially when the skin tones just don't match the person at all. But let me explain a little further. So we all know the Series 4 Santana from Unrivaled. That figure, the torso didn't even match the abdomen as far as color. I don't have it with me in hand because I'm not using it for the example. But let's take this Ricky Starks figure here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the skin tone that the AEW figures are given make them look sick. They look like they're missing something in life, honestly. They have no color to them. You would imagine, like, whenever you were growing up, your mother would say, "Oh, you look a little pale. You must be sick." That's what these look like. Especially on, like, guys who are actually tan, like Wardlow. He looks sick. He looks grayed out almost. This isn't the accurate skin tone for the AEW figures. These are both Unrivaled figures, along with the Series 11 Darby. This is Series 9, 10, and 11 right here. And every single one of these look pale. They look grayed out, and they look sickly. Just my opinion. But let's take it a step further, and let's compare with the other skin tone that they use. But it varies how they use it. We have Kenny Omega figures. All the ones beforehand, we're not going to count the Series 1, Series 1A. Those were mistakes. They were acknowledged as mistakes, and we know we're going to move past that. It was their first series. The Unmatched Series 4 Kenny in the promo gear is a different color skin tone from every other Kenny Omega figure. Therefore, you cannot swap heads between them. You cannot put the Unrivaled or the Unmatched Series 4 Kenny Omega head on any of the previous bodies because it's an inaccurate skin tone. And that skin tone is what you see that started with the Unmatched Series 3 Dark Order figures. This skin tone, which is more in line with how Mattel tones their figures. Obviously, it looks like he has color. He looks healthy. I mean, these guys are professional athletes, for God's sake. They're healthy. And then the Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, my bad. And another example is the Shawn Spears. Unmatched Series 3, Unmatched Series 4, Unmatched Series 5. You're going to take one of these figures and put them beside one of the Unrivaled figures. And look at the difference. This guy looks sick. This guy looks nice and healthy. And because of that, there's no real interchangeability. Like, let me get the Kenny Omega figure to show you guys what I'm talking about. And I know it's stupid. I know it's nitpicking, but we put a lot of money into our collections, so we want to be able to show them off properly. So here's the sickly skin tone, and here's the well skin tone here. Ricky Starks, Daniel Bryan. And you can't show me an Unrivaled figure out there that wouldn't look better in this skin tone. This is more accurate to what all of them look like. This makes them look sick. But let's take Kenny Omega. This is the ultimate. No, not the ultimate. The Supreme Edition. Kenny Omega comes in that grayed out skin tone that we see with Ricky Starks here. No different whatsoever. So you take that, and this Kenny comes with 4 freaking heads. And would be great to use on all your other figures. And you can, except for the promo one. The one that's been on everybody's mind since it fit his run of all of 2021. Really? Like, when he was champion? Was it 2021? Yeah. As you see, I put this head on here just for the sake of a video, a YouTube short. It does not match the skin tone on the neck whatsoever. It's not clicking at all. This neck and these hands are with the Daniel Bryan here. Or with the Bryan Danielson, my bad. This head, which came from the Supreme Collection, matches sickly Ricky Starks. So, what I'm saying is, and I wish they would do with the line, is have some consistency with the skin tone. The best thing about the Jazwares figures is their interchangeability. The fact that instead of torso cracking and taking a chance of ruining figures, all you have to do is just pop it apart at the waist. You can even separate this part from this part, the abdomen from the chest. So that's great. You can take this, put it over here, take this Ricky Starks, put it on these lowers, and it's no problem whatsoever until you run into the skin tone issues. And like I said, I know it's nitpicking, but it's just, it seems to be blatantly obvious to me and everybody that I talk to about it. It bothers me. Also, the fact with the head scans, they are wildly inconsistent. How come we get this Wardlow, which the face scan is absolutely phenomenal, couldn't look like, he literally looks like he's gonna vomit on the screen now that I'm looking at it up close. Like, the head scan looks perfect. Has the bun, has the fade, has the accurate facial expression. It looks identical to Wardlow. You even have Shawn Spears. This is the best Shawn Spears scan I've ever seen. And I thought the Ty Dillinger scan back in the day was really good. Very good. But you put a Supreme Collection Kenny Omega out, and the faces look like this. I do not know what they're thinking. And this isn't the unmatched versus unrivaled argument here anymore. This is just the face scans. Or then you put out the Unmatched Series 3 figures. For some reason, Unmatched Series 3 seem to have all cartoony faces. And look at this John Silver. There's no true effects, no real scan to any of this. But then it does return when you have Daniel Bryan 2 series later. So it's wildly inconsistent. Never mind the fact that they just went radio silent for a couple months without putting up any pre-orders. But, I mean, like I said, it's nitpicking, and they dropped pre-orders a couple days ago. But it's something that bothers me, and I'd love to know what other people think about it. I'd love for other people to talk about this, and maybe, like, they end up fixing something, because, like, it can't be too hard of a fix. The worst part about it is that the Walmart exclusive CM Punk, I think it was, or maybe the First Dance CM Punk, is in this skin tone, but out of the freaking package, it's chipping inside this elbow joint right here, and it shows this crappy skin tone. So, are they not molded in this? Are they only molded in this color? Or is this paint? Like, I don't know, because I haven't had any issues with any of them besides that CM Punk. So I don't know what happened there. But that's just, it's all my opinion, honestly. I'd love to know what other people think. But that's going to be it for today. Please comment down below what you actually think about this stuff. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And last but not least, take it easy. Thanks.